I'm Dr. Maya, and I've learned that sometimes the deepest wounds don't come from strangers. They come from the people we love the most. They say blood is thicker than water, but what happens when blood turns against you? Today's story is about two sisters, twins, who shared the same face but not the same fate. What began as love, trust, and family ended in betrayal, heartbreak, and the shattering of a home. Before I begin, if you find strength or comfort in these stories, don't forget to subscribe and share this video with someone who might need it. You never know whose pain you might ease. Now, let me tell you Hannah's story. Her name was Hannah. She walked into my office with red, tired eyes, and a voice that cracked every few sentences. She told me she never thought she'd end up here telling a stranger her story, but she had no one left who believed her. Maya, she whispered, I've lost everything. My marriage, my sister, my family. And the worst part is, I wasn't even guilty of what they accused me of. I asked her to start from the beginning. She gave me a faint smile as she spoke. Lena and we were inseparable. Twins. People used to call us mirror images. We looked so much alike that even our parents mixed us up when we were little. We wore the same clothes, played the same games, finished each other's sentences. We were best friends. Soulmates in a way only sisters can be. Her smile faded. Growing up, people always compared us. Lena was the outgoing one, the star, the girl everyone noticed first. I was the quieter one, the one who stayed in the background. But it never mattered to me. I loved her. She was my sister. My other half. Hannah's hands trembled as she clasped them together. When we got older, life seemed to bless us. We both found men who loved us. We both got married within a year of each other. Our families said it was perfect. Double happiness. Two sisters side by side building their futures. At that time I thought we had it all. I thought nothing could ever come between us. She paused, her eyes filling with tears. But I was wrong. Hannah's voice softened when she spoke of her husband. Adam was my safe place, she said. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't the type to grab attention in a crowd, but he was kind. Steady. The kind of man who remembered the little things, like how I take my tea or how I need silence to fall asleep. I felt lucky to have him. He made me feel seen even when the rest of the world overlooked me. Her expression shifted when she spoke of her sister's husband. Ethan, he was different. Charismatic. Loud. The kind of man who knew how to fill a room. He made everyone laugh and people loved being around him. He was charming, even a little too charming sometimes. But Lena adored him. She said he made her feel like the most important woman in the world. Hannah let out a long sigh. At first I was happy for her. I thought, how wonderful that we both found good men. That we'd raise our families side by side, that our kids would grow up as close as we did. I pictured family dinners, vacations, birthdays with all of us together. It felt like a dream. Her lips pressed into a thin line. But dreams, they can turn into nightmares. Hannah's hands fidgeted in her lap as she spoke. It happened so casually the first time that even I questioned myself, she said. One evening Lena and Ethan came over for dinner. Adam was in the kitchen, I was setting the table, and Lena had stepped outside to take a phone call. Ethan walked past me, and suddenly I felt his hand brush against my hair. He tucked a strand behind my ear and smiled. Her voice shook. He said, Sorry, Hannah. I thought you were Lena. You two really do look identical. Then he laughed it off like it was nothing. I asked, And how did you feel in that moment? Hannah hesitated. Uncomfortable. But I told myself it was an accident. That it was just one of those silly twin mix-ups. We'd dealt with confusion our whole lives. Teachers mixing us up, friends calling us the wrong name. So, I brushed it off. I didn't want to create a scene over something small. She paused, her eyes clouded. But something about the way he smiled stayed with me. It wasn't the kind of smile a man gives his wife's sister. It was different. But I kept telling myself I was imagining it. Hannah's expression hardened as she continued. After that first time I convinced myself it was nothing. But it didn't stop there. It kept happening, little things at first. She shifted uncomfortably in her chair. At a family barbecue, Ethan brushed his hand against mine when he handed me a plate. Too long to be an accident. When I pulled back he just laughed and said, Relax, Hannah. You and Lena confuse me sometimes. Her voice grew tense. Another time, during Lena's birthday party, he leaned in close while everyone else was busy singing. His lips brushed my ear as he whispered, "You two are so alike. Sometimes I forget which one I married." I froze. I didn't even know how to respond. Hannah looked down at her hands. The worst part was, each time he acted so casual. So harmless. And if I told anyone, he could just shrug it off as an innocent mistake. Oh, I thought it was Lena. That was his shield. And I started to feel trapped inside it. Her voice cracked. I even began to question myself. Was I overreacting? Was I imagining the way his eyes lingered, the way his hand accidentally found my arm, my back, my shoulder? But deep inside I knew. These weren't accidents. This was deliberate. Hannah's breathing grew shallow as she recalled the moment everything changed. It was during a family dinner, she said. The house was full, cousins, uncles, laughter everywhere. I was carrying a tray of glasses from the kitchen and Ethan walked past me in the hallway. No one else was around. That's when it happened. Her hands trembled. He slipped his arm around my waist. Held me there close. For a moment I froze. My body went cold. Then he leaned down and whispered, "You really shouldn't look so much like Lena. It's dangerous." Tears welled in her eyes. I shoved his hand away and told him never to do that again. He smirked. Actually smirked. Then he raised his hands in mock surrender and said, "Relax, Hannah. Don't overthink it. I thought you were my wife." Like it was some kind of joke. Her voice broke. But it wasn't a joke. I knew then without a doubt that these weren't accidents. He was using our resemblance as an excuse. And he was daring me to say something. Daring me to be the one who would break the peace. I asked quietly, "And what did you do?" She hesitated. That night I made the hardest decision. I told Lena. I couldn't keep it inside anymore.